Hey Wool Gang, welcome to Chestnut Woolen Mill. Today we're going to be knitting the left hand mitten. The difference between the left hand mitten and the right hand mitten is the gusset. That is the only difference, is your thumb gusset. So I am going to link all the videos for the right mitten in the description box below. I will have the written pattern for the thumb gusset in the description box below. And you can make the left hand thumb gusset with this video and then link off to the other videos to see what needs to be done. I love these very basic patterns. Now, we have taken our smaller needles and cast on 42 stitches. We have done 2.5 inches of cuff ribbing in the knit 1 purl 1 pattern. We have changed to the larger needles and knit 7 rows, and now we're ready to put our gusset in for the left hand. All of the odd rows for this gusset are increases, and all of the even rounds, they're going to be straight knit. So I will do all the odd rounds with you and make the increases, and then I will pause the video. You can pause when I pause. You can knit your round and then come back for the next odd row. We're going to start row 1 of the left hand gusset by knitting 19 stitches. Sixteen, there we go. I can count. 17, 18, 19. Now we are going to make a stitch. We're going to knit 1. We're going to make a stitch, and then we're going to knit to the end of this round. My third needle. I'm just gonna kind of still getting the feel of this knitting through the viewfinder. Alrighty then, we have round 1 of the thumb gusset increases done. Round 2 is going to be straight knitting in the round. So you can pause the video now and we'll come back together on round 3. And now we're on round 3. It's an increase round. So we are going to knit 19 stitches. I hope everybody's having a really wonderful day. Our leaves have turned in the far north of Maine, and it's getting cold, and we're running the wood stove just about every single evening. Now I'm going to make one. I'm going to knit 2. I'm going to make 1. And I'm going to knit to the end of the round. This is round 3. I hope everybody's right hand mitten turned out very well, and I hope that you are very pleased with the pattern and with your work. Now we're going to do round 4, which is knitting in the round. So you can pause the video now, and I will join you again on round 5. Now we are on round 5, and we're going to, once again, if I can get my act together here, we're going to knit 19. We have quite a few videos planned for this channel, Chestnut Woolen Mill, and we're going to do a lot more knitting, some crocheting, some weaving, needle felting, spinning wool. We're going to dye some yarn, carding wool, a lot of cool things are coming up in future videos. Now I'm going to make one. And I'm going to knit 4. I'm going to make one. And then I'm going to knit to the end of round 5. And I will pause the video here. I'm going to knit to the end of round 5. And then round 6 is an even round. So that is a knitting round. And then I will come back and knit round 7 with everybody. You can pause the video now. And now we're back for round 7. And we're going to knit 19. Some days I wonder if I'll ever get used to knitting through the viewfinder. Practice makes perfect. 18, 19. Now I'm going to make one. And I'm going to knit 6. And I'm going to make one again. And I'm going to knit to the end of round 7. Round 8 is a straight knit, so you can pause the video now, and I will be back to knit round 19, round 9 with you. And now we're back for round 9, and you guessed it, we're going to knit 19. I'm going to be doing videos for very beginners, people who maybe have never done any knitting before. And we're going to work on the knit stitch and the purl stitch. I'm also working on some videos for the very experienced knitter as well. We're going to do some color work, some lace work, some cabling, and of course we will have some work that we're doing with the intermediate knitters. You're not quite the beginner, but you're not quite ready to tackle a really complicated project. So we're going to be doing videos that cater to everybody in the future. And 19. And now I'm going to make one. And I'm going to knit 8. And I'm going to make 1. And then I'm going to knit to the end of row 9. It's going to be the same thing with spinning. It's going to be the same thing. We're going to make videos of all different levels. We're going to do spindle spinning. We're going to spin on my wheel. And it'll be the same thing with the crochet projects and the felting projects. We're going to have beginner, intermediate, experienced videos coming up. And I am now at the end of round 9. Round 10 is a straight knit. So you can pause the video now and I will come back and work on round 11 with you. And we are now on round 11 and we are going to knit 19. As I've said in the other videos, I just love these basic patterns. They're really a no frill pattern because you can customize everything. You know, if your hand is shorter than mine, you can knit a few less inches, maybe a quarter less or a half an inch less. And you can really fit these projects to the person that you want to gift the project to or right to yourself. You can really customize the project and get an exacting fit. And 19. The other thing that is great about these basic patterns is you can add your own embellishments to them. If you know how to do color work and you want to do striped mittens, you can do that. If you know how to do more intricate color work and you have some graphed out design that fits within the stitch pattern of this particular mitten, you can put that color work right into this project. It's just so versatile when you do a plain, basic item. Now I knit my 19. I'm going to make 1 before we forget what we're doing here. And I am going to knit 10. And I'm going to make 1 again. And now I'm just going to knit out the rest of this round. The next round, round 12, is a plain knit round. So you can pause the video now and I will join you back on round 13. So now we are on round 13. And we are going to knit 18 stitches. I do have the community tab turned on the channel. And what that does is you can post your work onto this channel. So if you're knitting along this mitten pattern with me and you want to show off your work, just go to the community tab, post, and feel free to upload your photo. YouTube has got a new feature where they're trying to make it a little more interactive between the audience and the creator, and they're trying to get YouTube to function a lot like Facebook. And there's my 18, and now I am going to put 14 stitches on my stitch holder. And for a stitch holder, I simply use a needle and some other yarn, and I'm going to take 14 stitches off. And onto my stitch holder. Some people let their stitch holding yarn just hang. I like to give mine just a little knot. And now we need to bridge the gap by simply casting on 2 stitches. Which puts 14 stitches back onto our second needle, and we are back down to the original 42 stitches. And now I'm just gonna knit this round to the end. So as I was saying, we have a community tab, and YouTube is trying to get this platform to function a little more like Facebook. I do have a Facebook page. It is Chestnut Woolen Mill. So if you're on Facebook, you can go over there and like the page. And I give little updates on what I'm going to post on YouTube. I am also on Instagram at Chestnut Woolen Mill. So we will start posting again over there. I don't do good with Instagram, ladies and gentlemen. It's just, there's so many platforms. It can be quite the experience to try to upload everything on every single platform. So mainly I use Facebook, and I obviously use YouTube. And here we have it. Now we have our left thumb gusset completed, and you can try yours on as well if you're feeling brave. And there you go. Now, as with the directions on the right hand mitten, you are now going to knit, straight knit. You're going to knit 6 inches, and that 6 inches will measure from the top of your cuff to the very end. And then you will move on to video number 3, and that will close your mitten, and then move on to video number 4, which will create and close your thumb, and you will have a pair of mittens. I really do look forward to seeing everybody's handiwork. I'd love it if you went on the community page and made a few posts and showed me how you're progressing along with your mitten, and show me your completed mittens or any of your other work that you want to show and tell. It's just a way to build community, and that is what I really want to do. Is I want to build a beautiful crafting community here on Chestnut Woolen Mill. Ladies and gentlemen, wool gang, I hope that you have a fabulous week, and until the next episode, happy knitting.